Hey everybody, welcome to Kavanaugh's Corner. As always, I'm Andrew Kavanaugh. I do 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray reviews here on the channel, and today I have a video that I never expected to ever do. This is a movie that I figured was actually never going to be released on any kind of format, never mind physical media or digital or anything, and now we got it, and I was able to see this in theaters actually a few months ago, and it was one of the greatest cinematic experiences I have ever had. There were not many people in the theater, surprisingly enough, but everybody that was there seemingly had a really good time with it, and that is, of course, Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. This is the special limited edition box set thingy that is directly through Lionsgate. So this I purchased right through the Lionsgate website. That's actually, as soon as I got an email about it, I grabbed this thing because I knew it wasn't going to last long, and it may actually not be in stock anymore, but there's no other way to get it. You have to buy this directly through the Lionsgate website. I know this movie is going to be getting a wide release, normal edition of it, but I had to go fancy with this one because of my love of Quentin Tarantino, but also it's just such a great movie. And I think it was a little over a year ago, I actually reviewed this. These are the 4K Blu-rays of the theatrical version, or the original versions of Kill Bill 1 and 2 here, Volume 1, Volume 2. And these were fairly middle of the road for me. If you want to see the review of these, I'll leave a little thing up here that you can click on, but I did not think these were anything groundbreaking. The audio on it was pretty good. The picture on it was okay, but nothing really too special. It was just kind of a slight upgrade from that older Blu-ray. When I heard that this was coming out in 4K, I had no choice. I had to get this thing. I wanted to talk about it here on the channel because I want to let you guys know, is this worth your money? Is this worth the upgrade? Or is this just another cash grab? So we're going to talk about that here on the channel. Today we'll review the picture quality, the audio quality, and the special feature. It's an interesting one, so stay tuned. One thing I always like to do before I get into the reviews here is I like to talk about the equipment that I watched this on. I watched this on an OLED, an LG C4 OLED, hooked up to a Denon receiver that's hooked up to a 5.1.2 surround sound system. I have a Panasonic UB9000 4K Blu-ray player, and that's what I watched this on. I like to let you guys know about this because of the fact that your experience may differ completely depending on your setup at home. I'm doing this so you know if this is worth your money and time. Before we get into the review here, I do have to show off this box because this is really something. I already opened it because I wanted to watch it, obviously, before doing this video, but you can see here that Uma, the bride here, has such a beautiful veil, and in order to get into the box set, here's the back with the whole crew there in front of the wedding rehearsal, I should say. You open this up, you have to take her veil off, and then on the inside here, you've got a few things. This is the box where the discs are included. It's kind of a fold out here. You can see her fighting the crazy 88s, and then inside you have the Blu-rays here and the 4K discs here. It's beautiful. The artwork's amazing. The picture behind all these is really nice. And then you have the booklet here, which has a very lengthy interview with Quentin Tarantino and Uma Thurman on the making of this film. It has some really nice little shots from behind the scenes, and also you can see there's that's a nice shot there of Quentin. Really, really nice stuff. I really love the look of this. And then you also get a bunch of lobby cards. There's a poster inside and some film cells from the movies. That's really nice. I left this sealed because I'm afraid I'm going to mess this up. That's what you get inside the box, as well as a digital copy that now redeems on Movies Anywhere. I'm really glad to see that Lionsgate joined that app because it's a great way to keep track of the library of movies you have if you do have digital copies of films. Now we'll get into the actual review here because I know a lot of you are wanting to know, what is the picture quality like on The Whole Bloody Affair versus Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 here. This is a marginal upgrade from that older 4K. And when I say older, I mean barely a year ago. It's just crazy to think. The movie does look very similar compared to these 4K discs here. Now, the master for this movie was done in 2K. So you're basically watching a 2K upscale in no matter what way you watch this movie, because that's the way Quentin Tarantino did this film. It's not gonna change. It's the way the movie was made. So in no matter what version you watch of this movie, you are gonna get that 2K upscale. Now, for this disc, there were moments that looked very similar. There were times in this version of the film where stuff almost looked blurry. Some of the newer footage looks really, really good. And again, it's not a change in master. It may just have been a more recent touch-up. But as a whole, this movie looks marginally better than the older 4Ks here. Not by a whole heck of a lot. Detail level is very, very similar. The detail level in this is still pretty decent. It's not very sharp, and the movie very rarely looks extremely sharp. It's just kind of the look of this film. The newer footage looks great. It really matches the rest of the film in terms of quality, which I think is great. There's no dip in quality when the movie changes to the footage that was not used in the previous versions of the film. I will say the Dolby Vision on this disc, much like the older versions of the film, the Dolby Vision does help this movie out a lot. The colors are vibrant, the skin tones are accurate. The blood in some of these scenes just looks so stunning. And it really gets you. I mean, it's a movie that really grabs you and pulls you in already. But with the Dolby Vision on these discs here, it just looks incredible. So that, I will say, is the big standout on any version of this film. But The Whole Bloody Affair, you do get an incredible Dolby Vision transfer on this. So black levels are good. There's really not a lot of flaws. It's just a very soft, sometimes blurry kind of transfer here. So again, it's definitely not perfect. Does it look bad? No. So it's somewhere in between. So because of that, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. In terms of audio, this is where I think, in my opinion, we get a pretty decent upgrade from the older 4Ks here. Now, here's the funny thing. The older 4Ks had a DTS HD 5.1 track. This does too. Now, I don't know if the movie was remixed at all. It probably had to have been, but I will say that 5.1 track that's on the Whole Bloody Affair release here is definitely an improvement, to me at least. It is much louder. The dialogue is clear as it was in the previous versions. The music sounds outstanding, and the sound effects are outstanding as well. There are some moments where those surrounds are used to perfection. And it's odd, too, because I'm sure a lot of the audio is culled from these versions of the film. But for this, the added stuff, again, it's really on par with the rest of the film. The audio on this is really, really great stuff. So for this, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 for the audio. I just really wish we got a Dolby Atmos track on this. This movie could have really used it. Now, in terms of special features here is where we get the biggest disappointment of this set. The special features on this, there's literally one special feature that's included in this release here, and it's the Lost Chapter edition that was featured in theaters after the movie. It is basically a collaboration between Quentin Tarantino and the video game Fortnite. And in this little section, the bride, Uma Thurman's character, it's all CG. It's done basically in the game. It's all animated. In that lost chapter, the bride goes after Gogo's sister. It's fun. I guess if you're a fan of Fortnite, you might like it even more. But for me, it was a neat little addition, and it was cool to hear Uma Thurman return as that part. But it's just kind of a silly little kind of promotional tie-in, honestly, with a video game that I don't really play. So for me, that's a big loss. I really wish that they included some of the special features that were maybe on these older releases here. They didn't, and that to me kind of stinks, because you really could have on this release. You just chose not to. So for something of this price point to have nothing but a booklet, some neat little physical things, I mean, that's cool. It's a cool box. So for this, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Overall, what are my thoughts on Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair here? I would say that this movie unto itself is kind of a special feature, honestly. I know a minute ago I talked about the lack of special features, but the picture quality on this, it's pretty good. I mean, again, going from the source of this film, it's about as good as it's ever going to get. The Dolby Vision on this is outstanding. The audio on this is really good, and I would even argue better than the previous releases here. But again, it really doesn't have much else going for it. I am kind of glad that they separated the two parts of the film on two different discs. And the cool thing is, when you put in the second disc of the film, it instantly just goes right into the movie. There's no waiting, there's no menu. You're just launched right into the movie, so you can continue your journey, which I think is a really nice touch. So overall, do I recommend Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair? Yes, I do, because I think this is the definitive way to watch this movie. It's definitely a better experience than these versions here, and I think the storytelling of the film is in much better shape in this version than it is in its previous versions of the film. So I recommend it. Do I recommend this big box set? Absolutely not. I think this is almost kind of highway robbery unless you're a collector. If not, I would recommend the standard edition. That should be more than serviceable for everybody, unless you're a diehard fan like me. So if you're interested in picking up Kill Bill, I'll leave a link somewhere on screen here, and if it's not up here, it'll be in the description or in the little shopping cart down below. If you use that link, it does help me out a lot here on the channel. If not, it's totally okay. I appreciate you watching this far into the review. If you really like the video, definitely give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it if you would do that. That's really the best thing you can do to kind of help this channel grow. I know it seems like a lot, but there's also there might be like a hype button thing down here. That's a new thing. All these things help my videos get out into the algorithms of YouTube. I don't know how that stuff works, but somebody does, and if you hit all these buttons, it might help my channel get out to more people with interests like you. So I really appreciate you guys watching. I thank you so much to all that have subscribed and comment regularly. It really means a lot to me. And until next time, I wish you guys all the very best. Please stay safe, keep collecting, and take it easy. Also, don't hold a grudge. It'll just eat you up inside. Probably going to aggravate some people, since in the movie theater you're watching it in one... Ooh.